Just thinking about how things work in nature, that's literally how they work, like on a symbolic level in this physical realm. And so like people with their Mercury in air, like these are people that are like able to like sometimes they could be very good freestylers, they could be very good writers. Like I said, they could be very good storytellers. They could tell a good ass story. Like, they just know how to weave their words together in a way that people will sometimes be intrigued by their words. And so sometimes when like on an egotistical scale, like air signs can just use their words in hopes that people will be fascinated by the words that they used. Like it's like, cause some of them can be very flashy. So, or materialistic in that they think that they have something that other people want. So it's like, well, let me talk about Benz, and let me talk about Bugattis, and let me talk about having chains. Let me talk about having this, and let me talk about having this. Because like I stated in the first video, they use their words to fish people in. So it's like they talk about shit that they think people want to hear, like surface level things, because air, it doesn't really have too much depth to it as far as like the element of, like, it's in comparison to the element of water or the element of earth. Like, you gotta think about how dense and heavy the earth is. So when they speak, a lot of things that they say are way down. It's way down by how they feel. It's way down by past experiences, by what has actually been done and what has actually been completed. Water signs, they talk about what generated emotional responses within them. They talk about the things that they see from the unseen planes. Like air is unseen as well, but water is a different type of unseen. And I say that water is unseen just for the simple fact that if you look like in nature, right? So we always use the example of like a great body of water. So if you look in the ocean, the light of the sun, it can't go too deep into the ocean. It cuts off at some point, but that's just for the simple fact that water, it puts light out, it puts fire out. So there are some parts of the oceans that are undiscovered, that are so dark and so deep that are, that can't be explored, and that represents the part of our subconscious being all that we have memorized, all that we have experienced, all that we have gone through. And the subconscious, it houses your feelings, your emotions, what has actually happened. Your subconscious, it can also tell you about what's going to happen in the future based off of what you're doing right now. Air signs, I'm gonna gas y'all up, I'm gonna gas y'all up real quick now. So with air signs, like air, it represents like technology. So y'all are the type of people that literally have the minds of like a computer. Y'all just compute information really fast. Like, think about how if you say something to Siri, and now Siri's gonna look up something real quick, and she's gonna show you all the results that she has found. So like air sign people, y'all just talk a lot. Y'all love to tell information. Y'all love to spread information. But it's information that can be broken down real quick. It's not information that is like very long-winded. Like, y'all don't really like long-winded conversations, unless it's like you're an Aquarius or like a Gemini. But like air signs, they just talk about things that happen in society. They like, you feel what I'm saying? They're not talking about like hidden information. They're talking about the hidden thoughts of other people. Like, that's what air deals with. It deals with thoughts. So they just talk about, they just sit around and talk about other people's thoughts all day. And they can kind of do that because they just like to share their thoughts. They like to hear other people's thoughts. They want to hear what somebody got to think about a product. They want to hear about what somebody got to say about X, Y, and Z. They want to hear, like, they just talk about experiences that we can't experience, that may not have been ventured into yet. So that's just air signs things.